Welcome back to Last Dream, World Unknown, where last time we had started exploring the world, riding our crazy phoenix in order to find spots like that were showing up on the radar with deeply buried treasures, and I'm going to continue that to start off today's episode here on the continent of North Aldrin. So let's see what the radar finds. Full magic potions, 7 of them. That's pretty nice. Great. It turns out there's a little island here that I can't remember if we have been to before, and there's also a thing on the radar. Oh, I'm a radar expert, and I got 5 magic potions. And one of these is probably... What are these places? Interesting. The thief doesn't have the skill to unlock the door. A key is required. The word Karanor is etched in the middle gate. Okay, we had found the Karanor gate before, so maybe I have been here before. And it actually is already on my map. Old Karanor Cave, Western Karanor. I don't think I've been on here, though. So I wonder if this cave would connect if something in the future. There's some weird music here. What does this place say? Karanor Dwarven Mining Outpost. We did find the entrance to Svarta in the previous episode, and so I imagine that might be a place that we need to go in order to get the aforementioned key that we would need to unlock that, and so that's something that we can come back to in the future. And so that's basically Mines of Karanor, Western Karanor, and Old Karanor Cave. Alright, I already have Karanor kind of listed on my to-do list, and so we'll come back to that eventually. There's a sign right there. Is that... I think we explored this very early in the game. Many adventurers sought treasure in the massive labyrinth within. Returned with riches? They do not. The Mercenaries Guild. Yes. That was just a reminder that at the very beginning of the game, you should go the other way, basically. Alright, I'm going to continue looking around for radar treasures. And it is also the case now with the Phoenix that I could fly into Rockwood and see what has happened over there. And so I'll probably check that out in a little bit too. Radar alerts me to a treasure over here. And we have 5 more great magic potions, okay. Alright, I didn't find anything else on Aldrin. Is it possible for me to land here with the Phoenix? It is not. Can I land, like, over here? No, and I can't land on the dock, so I think it's still not possible. I could land right here, though. Maybe this would do something? It's the exact same problem I remember from, like, early Final Fantasies, where you move so quickly that it's hard to land in the exact square that you're aiming for. I can walk in this way, okay. Uh-oh. Alright, so this appears to be the Dark Army. There are a lot of people in it, and I worried that I might have just progressed the game when I didn't intend to. There are countless Dark Army soldiers. It would take ages to fight through them, even if it were possible. Leave and seek help, or attempt to fight your way through. Let's leave and seek help. Great. Okay, better to seek the help of the World Council. Okay, so it sounds like we could go back to the World Council, tell them that the Dark Army now currently lives in Rockwood, and progress the story that way. I don't think I want to do that right now, and so let me take a look at my list of things that I might want to do and decide which one I want to do next. After some consideration, I decided that Svarta sounded like a fun place to try to go, because we don't know a whole lot about the Dwarves. We've encountered a few of them in various places. Oh, it's just like a city. I just didn't walk far enough up to realize that it was like a town, as opposed to a place that I needed to go explore a long ways before I was going to get to anything. I thought this was going to be like a cave I was going to have to fight through or something. Pub and inn. Alright, let's talk to some dwarves. When our scout returned with news the Mercenaries Guild were rebuilding in a new camp to the southeast of Theopolis, I knew it was a sign that I must leave Svarta. My experimental explosives could be a boon to the guild. Would you consider taking me to the Mercenaries Guild camp? Yes. Alright, cool. That could be useful. Bit of dwarven ale? No thanks. Human representative. Humans and dwarves should be natural allies against condescending elves and idiot goblins. Yet dwarves distrust anyone from the surface. Trade will open up the dwarves to the benefits of cooperation. Alright. I don't want to pay that money, and I've recently slept. Here's another piano. Hooray! I wonder how many pianos I've played at this point. Let's actually go ahead. Oh, the pianist! I was just about to check the achievements and completion screen. Collections is what it's called. Pianos, 10 out of 10. Great! I was wondering at the right moment in time. Cool, so we found all the pianos in the world. Jovial Dwarf. Watched my old buddy stumble into the pub with hair slicked back, so much dirt and sweat that his tangled hair looked like a miner's hat. Drunk with exhaustion, sober as an owl, sat on the stool next to mine in a trance. Suddenly his heavy eyes fell upon the ale in my hand, and before I knew it, he was sitting high at the bar next to me, belting out the bard's tales and singing a jaunty chorus. Sounds about right. Firma is crowded above. Cheer for any army to lay siege upon another. I don't begrudge the presence of a small number of elves and humans and goblins, but let's keep their numbers few. You look like the kind of man who helps keep the population down. I like that line. That's one of my favorite lines so far that, like, random NPC characters have said to me. You look like a man who keeps the population down. When humans showed up, not one of us was impressed. Sure, they're tall. They'd fall over themselves at the taste of mild ale. Alright. Alright, Master Craftsman. Dwarves are more honest about the reality. Strength wins. Not all these crazy councils. Alright. Elven Minister of External Relations. External Relations. Alright. And an admiring elf. Stone and metal bend at the whim of these master manufacturers. Alright. So it definitely sounds like there could be some new weapons in our future. And I am definitely excited about that. We got some little inn-houses that may or may not contain treasures. And I guess that's everything in this little area. So let us move on. Oh, wow, there's actually gold in the pile of gold. Alright, that's a medal. And, there's up and down. Let's try going up first, because it looked like... Yeah, there was a building up here. Looks like it's going to be an item shop. I've learned to try to interact with all the crazy items that you see everywhere. It looks like there's stairs up there, too. Getting used to a few of the new textures that I haven't encountered before, to make sure that I see all the places to go is useful. As far as item shop, it looks like standard kind of items, though. Yeah, alright. Fair enough. Up here we have some crazy glowing orbs, a chest with some money, a book that's gonna say, magical tome, but you can't open the book no matter how hard you try. I wonder if in the future, if I had stronger magic power, if I'd be able to open that book. Are you interested in learning some new skills? Yes! Oh, he's just gonna sell me SP orbs, isn't he? Yeah, okay. I got excited for nothing. I thought I was gonna, you know, like, upgrade my characters in a different way. Okay, well, there is the item shop, and the SP orb shop, and there is where I came up. So I guess we'll go this way. Okay, there's a treasure chest down there. Let's definitely talk to all these piles of gold. Not that I'm, like, hurting for gold at this point, but you never know when the next person is going to ask you for, I just need $1 million to help you out on your next quest. And those are things that have definitely been valuable in the past, like that goblin who was helping me through the maze of that one dungeon. I had to pay him a lot of money, but it ended up being worth it. Expounding Dwarf. Smithing is the tactile language through which we translate Firma's truths. When a weapon is brittle, it represents a falsehood wrenched from the stone before its time. A true master listens to the whispering stone, and through his steady hand transforms mere rock into fine architecture and weaponry. You'll never be a fully actualized warrior until you understand how your weapons and armor came into being, and thereby respect smithing's truths. Fascinating. I seem to recall that there were two pieces of an old dwarven sword. One was the hilt and one was the blade that someone mentioned, like, very early on. And so perhaps we will be able to collect those and bring them to some kind of dwarfy guy to, like, fit them back together and make some kind of super powerful sword in the future. because that's the type of thing that happens in these games. Lost Arts, Volume 1 by Tyson. For untold centuries, dwarves kept their emerald, ruby, and sapphire equipment a secret from the overworld. Oh, so the dwarves did all that. Warfare changed for the uglier when the elves discovered the dwarven stockpiles of the gem equipment. Okay. Only the Dwarven King and a select group of master metallurgists knew of the existence of an even greater class of equipment, the mythical Aegis equipment. Okay. So that tells us about a future tier. Elf with the curious weapon. Picture two small knives attached to each other at their center, with a bolt and handles on one side. Pruning shears, he called them. When I asked him, did he expect to kill with such a wimpy little device, his answer was that he planned to fight his fearsome, overgrown green garden. I'd never heard of a garden, so I just nodded and suggested he might like to buy an axe. He insisted his shears were the ideal weapon against gardens. Such silly creatures. I imagine the garden did him in. I guess if you live underground, a garden is not the type of thing. I wonder what they eat down here. Obviously they got their ale, which, I mean, that comes from plants too, so I don't know what the whole dwarven food ecosystem is. Whatever the words are I'm trying to say. Okay, so we came in from over there, so I guess now we walk across here. Still can't get to that chest, but eventually we'll find it. Okay, we've already been up there. And so... Right, there was a way to go down through here, I forgot. There was down and up, and we have not yet gone down. Here is more piles of gold. So we will help ourselves. All this gold, like... I wonder how much weight it is that we're carrying around. If, like, we have 300,000 or 3 million gold coins. How many do I have? 3.3 million gold coins. Just carrying them around in my pocket. Don't worry. Pockets are made of very strong material. Alright, there's a synthesis place. I think I've recently checked that. I can't recall if I have any new recipes. I don't think I do. And so I'll check off camera in just a moment. And unless I do, won't bother showing all of that on screen. But anything else I can do over here? Do you have any recipes? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything that I'm interested in crafting or synthesizing right at the moment. So, I guess, is this the way I just came in from? Yes. It's so easy to get lost. Okay, over here, yes, gets us to this chest, which has just a perfect elixir. Alright. And down here, I guess I've not been down here, so we can go in the cave last, I suppose. But let's go in the door first. Actually, let's get the money first. Oh, and there's another pathway to go there, too. Alright, well, this is definitely a place to go if you want to increase your finances. Let's see who we got here. Fine dwarven household. Wily dwarf. Use the surroundings as a weapon. If you're facing an armed group, best to run away and fight the few who keep up. I just did that! I actually didn't fight any of the few who kept up, but I ran away from Rockwood, so... Alright. Various battle tactics, and what do we have here? List of equipment to be polished. Alright. Gives a sense of what the dwarves are up to in the day-to-day. A warrior who's prepared to fight must also be prepared to die. Alright. Oh, wow. 351,000 gold. In one fell swoop. That is convenient. Alright. And I guess let's take a peek in this cave. Is it going to go up? It does go up. So did I come through here already? And I'm just lost? I think I did. Actually, no. Okay, how did I... Have I been to here already? I feel like I was already in here. Yeah, I was definitely already in here. Alright, apologies for having to watch the frustration of Brian getting... I see. There was front, up, and down, and I did not go through all of them. Okay. Now at least I understand how I managed to make that mistake. Alright, well we have not yet been over here yet. What do you have to say? Boasting dwarf. Kin and spirits. Even if a dwarf boldly sails to the edge of Firma, he will remain one of us. Alright, well that's good to know. We have encountered a few dwarves traveling far away out in the world. Our king has been slow to embrace trade with surface inhabitants. You can count me as an advocate for continuing so slowly in this path that we go backwards. Back to self-reliance, back to the pride of independence, back to a time when we did not equip the other races with our superior weaponry. Alright. We let others live. Okay. Giant magic potion is nice. Recipe for odd staff. Okay, so recipe for odd staff. I'm just going to pull it up right now in my items menu to know if I have to go back to the synthesis shop. It does use sapphire staff, which is a relatively high tier piece of equipment. Both of my mages are currently using better staffs, but I should probably at least take a look. So I will go back to the synthesis shop at the end of this and check out the odd staff if I have all of the other ingredients I would need. That you're standing before me is proof enough that the dwarves have lost their way. Our unspoken creed has been to disavow the troubled affairs of other races. Whatever noble side you may fight for will become the belligerent bully to some later prey. Then another hero will rise to beat back your side. So it goes. Tiresome. Begone. Okay, it looks like there's like a whole another place up there. Before I run up there, let's check out these houses. And all the extra money that we can pick up. And a giant magic potion. Alright, what's inside here? Ooh, different music. So is this going to be like where the king lives or something? Looks like he's got his own chef cooking kitchen place that's pretty big. What do the books on the table say? A Soldier's Journal, volume 151. I will not be reading all of a Soldier's Journal. Volume 150. Wow. Is this like the book that like continued... I feel like a Soldier's Journal, like we saw lots of that in some other town before, and so maybe it continues across many towns. I'd seen someone suggest, I don't remember who it was, that it would be nice if there was a way that you could just kind of collect. That looks like the title screen art right there in the painting. If there was a way that you could collect kind of all of the lore, all the books somehow, and then just kind of read them on your own. In a... Oh! Treasure map number 20! Hey, great! I got a treasure map! So, I haven't looked at treasure maps in a while, so that's something I need to do. Let me add that to my list. Treasure map. Because I may have some treasure maps that we haven't found. Review of a Soldier's Journal, Volume 1. The so-called Great War called forth the regret and the slain lives of young spirits of every race. Anon became common shorthand for anonymous. First-hand account. Oh, hello. It's the Dwarf King. Not many humans are able to find their way here, but still, you're welcome to our hospitality for as long as you stay. Well, he's pretty friendly. Alright. History can thank a nameless goblin's penchant for snatching items from corpses. Indeed. Alright. What do we have upstairs? More of the Soldier Journal's review. He was killed, ambushed. The dwarves fled to the mountains. Can only conjecture how the wife fared after his demise. And what do we have here? This chest is locked and the thief cannot pick the lock. So that sounds like it's going to be like some reward from the king in the future maybe, or who knows what. Alright, well, that was an interesting little place to visit, and then there was still a place to go up here, and then I still want to return to the synthesis shop to check out the odd staff. But what do we have over here? I don't merely respect our king, I love him. I confessed my adoration, and he promptly disabused me of my right eye. As my beard and cloth grew red with voluminous streaming blood, he calmly assured me that respect is sufficient. This lesson I respect. Oh dear. So are we headed out to like mines over here or something? This guy's paranoid. Okay. I guess I'll start on the top half of this area and then work my way down. Resurrection elixir. Very nice. Handy to have extras of those. Our true origins would be privileged education for any human to gaze upon in written form. Alright, sharing a kinship. Usual kind of stuff. Older and more sophisticated race than humans' flights of fancy suggest. But we let the mountains do the talking. Alright. Don't know that we're learning a whole lot. More money. Alright, great. I think I probably picked up like another 1,000,000 coins or something just walking around here. That's nothing to sneeze at. Wonder if I should make a note of that chest in the king's house. I imagine there'd have to be like some event that's going to send us back to the Dwarven King. So I don't think I'll worry about it right now. Okay, we'll talk to the piles of money, we'll talk to the people, and we'll go in the house. Wouldn't belittle a human for knowing they can hold their own real fight, at least for a little while. But these elves, they parade around as emperors. Like to sneeze in their faces. And watch the strength drain. Alright. Dwarves and elves. Not always getting along. Lost arts. Okay, more talk of the Aegis equipment. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I should look up the pronunciation after this playthrough. Aegis. Rejuvenating elixir. Who are you? Restive. And restive is like the opposite of restful, right? Restive means like you are itching to be out into the world and doing things, I think. Dearly harped my armor would withstand such exotic sorcery. The armor held, but socks did not. Alright, it's one of the rare bookshelves that we can't actually talk to and find some lore. Oh, Defender Dagger. Okay, so Defender Dagger and Odd Staff are now two things that we need to go check out at the Synthesis shop. Defender Dagger and Odd Staff. What do we have here? Looks like a place where... Oh! Peering in the crack, you see something odd. Reach inside. Yes. Inside there are two levers. Activate one. Got it. Okay. Here's how we're gonna do this. Let's do the top one. Ouch. Okay. How much did that hurt me? Oh, it brought everybody down to 1 hit point. Holy crap. Let's try the bottom lever. That opened things up. I'm walking around a town right now. Oh, the music just changed in here. Okay, let me heal back up. Alright, we're healed back up in case there are random enemy encounters wherever we are. Woo! I feel like I've seen those types of... Oh, there's just more dwarves over here. Oh no! Dark Army Dwarf! Die! Oh, boy. If I were a dwarf, I would be weak against what? I guess let's start with fire and see how that goes. I have a feeling they won't be weak against fire. Yeah, 6,000. Alright, that's not too bad. Monk should be able to take one out. And the thief. Alright, so they have more than 10,000 hit points. And they can do a fair amount of damage. I guess at this point I should be able to just finish them off melee style. Alright, but we're somewhere in like Dark Army stuff now. So... I'm not sure what to think of this right now. Like, should I be going here now? Oh! What just happened there? Oh, it's like arrows firing out of the wall, which probably just hit me for a bunch of damage that I didn't realize. And... yeah. Okay. Ironically, I can still use macro too, because that's going to give me a fast heal right at the beginning, which should help keep me alive. Hopefully. But apparently those arrows coming out of the wall immediately bring me down to 1 hit point. So I'm going to have to be wary of that moving forward. Cripple... okay, you're still going to live through that. Yeah, we don't have a status effect that's going to hurt. Okay, so let's do this. Let's just finish you off melee style. Steal some magic along the way, apparently. And then let's make sure that we heal. Well, I guess we'll heal again on the way back out. Because now I seem to be down here and I can get to some treasures. So what do we have? Great magic potion. I don't know that that was worth it. How about down here? Great potion. Okay, and I assume this thing is just going to shoot me again? Yes. Okay. So now that I'm back down to 1 hit point, let me heal back up again. I have tons of magic points in my white mage, and so I don't mind kind of wasting them kind of on heal spells like this. Well, it seems like this might be like a treasure side area, so I guess since I'm here... Whoop, ouch. Okay, we'll go ahead and try to do it. What do we got? Ambush ring. I don't remember if an ambush ring is something I have already. Ah, right. I forgot again that I was going to be down to 1 hit point again, so I shouldn't heal myself all the way back up. Because it seems like each room I walk into is going to have one of these traps that's going to bring me back down on hit points, and so I should probably just stay at low hit points and not worry about it. I think it's probably the right thing to do. And yeah, depending upon how big this area is, like, I've kind of gotten caught up in a side quest now that I didn't intend. Alright, we're going to check out the ambush ring really quick. Ambush ring... I've got a lot of rings at this point. Ambush ring, I do already have them, agility and preemption. Got it. Okay. Is there any other treasure here? Doesn't look like it. Ooh! Yes. A mechanism deactivates. Oh, so you can reach inside and turn off the... Okay. The shooty thingy. So now if I step here, it's not going to shoot me anymore. Okay. Well, I'm learning things slowly. I have a few hit points, and so let's just stay with those few hit points and kind of move forward now. And I guess let's follow the right wall at this point. Alright, there's probably going to be a shooty thingy up here somewhere. Can I predict where it will be? Probably not. Let's just go ahead and fight this guy. Or these guys, as the case may be. We'll start with fast heal. That'll get us in better shape. Oh, and I've just been using fire, and I forgot to actually test other... Let's test, like, thunder and other things that we could use against them. Brutal Slice. Ouch, he's bleeding. He might actually die. Come on, Black Mage, you can stay alive. Yeah, 116 hit points. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to... attack. I can't do a fast heal. I can do a fast cure on what's his name, though. Let's do that. Fast cure. And let's try Thunder or Darkness. Let's try Thunder next, and we'll kind of work our way up the spells. Okay. Thunder. 8,000, 4,000. That seemed like it did a little bit more. So we'll try Ice and Darkness in the next couple of fights to get a sense of what works best against these guys. And... yeah, I'm more worried about the traps than I am about the enemies. And so I was following the right wall over here, so let's continue to do that. Okay, it seemed like every time I walked through some torches is where the traps went off, and so maybe I can use that. I guess I don't need to fight all of these guys. I can use that as an expectation for when the trap is going to go off. I'm going to stand here and fight this guy first. Well, I still have some hit points. Right, I'm not going to use macros. I'm actually going to fight so we can try out different spells. Let's do a fast heal since I have the opportunity, and let's try Ice 8. Alright, hit point situation's pretty good. Ice, yeah, didn't seem to do any better, so we'll try Darkness next. And, oops, alright. Somebody died. So let's do a fast life to bring him back to life. Yeah, I think I've just been a little bit unlucky that the Black Mage has gotten hit a few times. And he has, I think, the least defense out of my party overall for melee combat. And obviously he's starting out with the least number of hit points as well, so all of those things are working against him, so I feel like it was more kind of bad luck that he died during the battle. Can I see where an arrow is going to come out of? I do see it up there. Okay. Berserker Ring. I've already got one of those. So can I just stand here and switch it off? Great. Cool. Okay, so it does seem like it's possible to deactivate those before they hit you. So we have a bunch of Dark Elves. They are wreaking havoc. I haven't tried to steal from one of them with a thief. That could be an interesting thing to try to do. Okay, I don't see a trap in the wall up here. Let's actually try stealing from one of these guys. So I am going to... slash and grab. Steal items from all enemies and do 100% damage. Yeah, let's try that. So I can try multiple steals. And we'll do a fast heal. And we will try Darkness. Darkness, there's a chance that it might kill everybody, and then I won't get a chance to have the thief try out his skill, but we'll take that risk. It did not kill everybody. And I haven't cast Darkness in a long time. It's kind of a weird visual indicator or something. Giant Magic Potion. Great Potion. Alright, so it seems like kind of basic stuff that the thief is able to steal from a number of enemies that aren't particularly exciting. And these guys have taken enough damage points already that I should be able to finish them off with melee combat, and so we'll do that. And then I think there's one treasure chest in the area up here. Ah, I wasn't able to finish them off with melee damage. I was wrong. And Black Mage can't Osmosis twice in a row, because it has a cooldown. So instead he chose to fight. Alright, so let's grab this chest. Is there anything over here? It doesn't seem like it. So we'll continue following the right wall. And I guess these guys like only patrol like if they see you like directly in line. So can I get to this one? Apparently so. Okay, switch it off. Okay, some more orbs. Great. So can I just like... Oh no, he wants... I'm not sure how their enemy detection sensors or whatever work. Okay, so let's try a different fighting strategy. Let's try the slash and grab. And then you have some skill that attacks multiple people, right? I don't remember what it is right now. Double attack is random to random enemies. Yeah, let's just try that one for a change. Let's do a fast heal. And yeah, given that none of these were doing a especially great job, I guess Thunder was doing the best. So I'll use Thunder, because that hit somebody for 8,000 once, I recall. 9,000, 7,000, 4,000, yes. That seems to be best. Alright, but my attempt to hit kind of everybody multiple times did not succeed from the point of view of actually killing any of them. So perhaps we've learned a lesson in strategy against these guys. So I'll go back to some more reliable battle tactics. And I think fast heal is on cooldown, and so I think my white mage is about to counterattack. Yep. Oh, irony. Alright, at this point I can finish you off with melee damage. Okay, I probably don't need to show all of these battles. I just wanted to try out a few different techniques since it was an enemy that we hadn't really come up before. We were going to get a lot of chances to take stabs at now. I am going to go ahead, oops, and heal up a little bit again. Now that I know how to disarm the traps. Don't have to be all the way healed, but at least in good enough shape that the white mage won't die at the beginning of battle. Oh, there's a save point here. Okay, it just got interesting, because that suggests that we're going to have like a boss battle or something crazy coming up. So now I really don't know what to expect. Alright, I'll finish this fight and we'll save and we'll go check out what's beyond the next bridge. Alright, I've just done a save. So let's check it out. There could still be more traps. Oh, okay. It immediately went into I lost control and a cutscene. Dwarven Ringleader. The time is nigh. We will strike tomorrow at midnight and remove our only obstacle to Svarta. With the Dwarven King dead, there will be nothing to stand in our way. We live to obey the master. And I come running over. Kill the intruder. Okay, and so now we have a Dwarven ringleader who's like the boss of these guys. Okay, cool. In that case, let's use some more tactics here. Armed robbery is a 400% attack. Let's assume the ringleader is going to be bad news. So I'm going to attack him. And do I want to do Bloodlust and waste a turn doing it? It's pretty good, so I'm going to do a Bloodlust. Let's do Inflation to give myself extra hit points. And I think let's just start off with Thunder 8 and hit all these guys and start wearing down the battlefield. Alright, I like the music in this battle as well. 17,000, Stolen Nectar. Alright, he actually didn't do all that much damage, but they keep hitting the Black Mage. Cut that out. Alright, we have extra hit points if we need them. And yeah, now I'm going to focus fire still. That's a 300% attack? Yeah, let's do a Dwarven Ringleader. Let's just do a normal attack on him. Let's do a fast heal, or yeah, let's do a fast heal because the Black Mage is a little bit low. And honestly, I don't know that anything else was doing a whole lot of damage, so I'll just do a Fire 8. Just to get some more damage out on the battlefield. Alright, the Ringleader definitely has a lot of hit points. Probably not as much as like a boss, but... quit hitting the Black Mage! I don't know if I've just been very unlucky, or if something in their AI like allows them to target back row people more often. It's probably just unlucky, would be my guess. Okay, I've taken off half the points of that guy. It would be good to try to take out some of these other guys, though. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch tactics. There's Slash and Grab, there's Grand Larceny. That does 200% damage. So I'm going to do Grand Larceny. I'm going to do, I guess, Knuckle Breaker on this guy. I'm going to do a Fast Cure on the Black Mage. And everything's on cooldown. I guess we'll do... Actually, I never tried Wind, did I? I only have Wind 7, but let's try Wind. I don't imagine that Wind would be very effective against these guys. Grand Larceny. Cool, that killed the one. And if the Wind does any magic at all, or sorry, any damage at all, it has a fair chance, actually, of taking out another one of these lesser guys. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yes, it did take another one out. Okay, great. So at this point, I can probably just do an armed robbery, yeah, against you, and attack against you. And we'll throw another heal out there if it lasts. And there's no other magic that I need to really cast. This should finish off the battle. Alright, great. Got the heal in. I guess the heal isn't going to matter because I have inflation right now, and so my maximum hit points are going to go down, and so... Oh! I actually didn't finish this guy off. He lasted another round of battle. Well, now he won't last through this. Oh! Oh! Alright, he does have like a boss death animation. I'm not sure why that was such a tongue twister. Oh, we capture the Dwarven Ringleader. You take the leader of the Dwarven conspiracy into custody. We're going to bring him back to the king, and he's going to give us that treasure chest, I bet. Alright, while we're in here, let's definitely try to find and steal a bunch of other things. Cool. Alright. Okay, so I guess it was just like an assassination attempt or something, but it was Dark Elves, so it was these guys who were mind-controlled by the Dark Army the same way all the people in Rockwood are, I imagine. And I think there might have actually still been a branch of the cave that I've not yet visited over here, if I follow the right wall. I don't remember. I think I took a peek up here, but didn't actually go all the way up here. And so I will go ahead and finish this area. Okay. See the treasure chest. And, oh, it's a place to use a mining bomb over here. Get some more loot. We like loot. We like getting the chests. I think they count towards some collection achievement goal, which I am keen on getting. We don't have to fight every bad guy there is, and that is the end of the area. Okay, great. Let's head back to the Dwarven King. Actually, before we head back to the Dwarven King, there was still more of the city to explore. Wow, this place is really big. Got more money. I wonder what we can buy here. This might actually be interesting. You can buy sapphire equipment. Wow. Okay. Interesting. And how about here? All right. Interesting. So I have to think about... Oh, sapphire shoes. Sapphire boots. Sapphire shoes. Might be an upgrade for the white mage. What is the white mage currently wearing on her feet? Ruby shoes. Yeah, that's an upgrade. Okay, let's buy a pair of sapphire shoes. There's actually something I want to buy. Imagine that. Thank you. And equipment. Equip you with that. There are some other things that increase some stats, but I'm wearing, you know, things like the Azure robe so that I get the immunities, for example. But yeah, that's just a straight up upgrade, so that's pretty cool. So I can actually buy sapphire equipment. Someone had actually, I'm recording these videos way ahead of time. Someone had asked me if we were ever going to find shops, because it was kind of like all emerald equipment shops and then occasionally some ruby equipment shops, if we were ever going to find shops with higher tier stuff. And now we have. King pays no attention to the odd events that have recently transpired. It seems nothing will make him acknowledge the events of the overworld are also touching Svarta. Strange things afoot. Friends acting strangely and recently disappeared in the cave to the north. Where did they go? Guess what? I already found that out. Okay, I think that is the edge of everything over here, so I'm gonna head back to the king. And I think, was this the king's house? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to him. Before we do, I'm gonna do another save slot. Just in case this somehow unexpectedly... Oh! Someone's escorting me in, or am I escorting in... What is the meaning of this? You bring a citizen of Svarta into my home in shackles? You attempt to explain the assassination plot against the king. Preposterous. A dwarf born of Svarta would never dare think of such a heinous act. Release this dwarf at once. The dwarven ringleader breaks from his restraints. For the master, you shall die. You knock the ringleader unconscious. What in the name of Tyrfing? Tyrfing, I think, might have been the name of that sword I was mentioning that was, like, broken into 2 pieces. He tried to kill me. It can't be. Thank you for saving me. I apologize for not believing you or the others who tried to warn me over the last few weeks. I can't believe I've been so blind. Let me think for a moment. It's now clear to me we cannot isolate ourselves in Svarta. This danger is bent upon ruling all of Pharma, including our sacred Svarta. We shall provide you with everything you require to combat this evil. What do you require? Explosives and mining equipment? You've come to the right place. We'll meet you at the foot of these mountains, new mountains, and bring our mightiest explosives to blast through the strange mountains. Wow! So we're gonna get... Alright. Travel by giant bird? You forget who you're talking to. Sooner gouge out his eyes than fly through the air on such a beast. Travel by ship is torture enough. It's welcome compared to riding a wild bird through the sky. Secret caves under all of Firma that we can travel through to reach North Bay quickly. I wonder if I can go through those caves. Tell the World Council to muster their forces. You won't wait long on us. We'll meet you there and we'll bring our axes to crush the Dark Army. Okay, so we have enlisted help. And my experience is sometimes you need to talk to NPCs again. Okay, no, that's just the same bit of dialogue. Okay, so we did something to kind of advance the story, which is great. I have a couple of new recipes that I need to go bring by the crafting place or whatever. So let me head back over there. Here we are at the synthesis shop. And so I want to find out about the odd staff increases crit chance. Okay, I don't really need my white mage to be using that. And what was the other thing I got? Defender dagger, a large dagger that increases defense. Now that one might be interesting because currently, what is the thief wearing? He's using an adamantium sword. And so how might a defender's... No, he's using Virgil's sword. I just saw the adamantium sword in the other end of the list. And what did Virgil's sword do? It increases attack. And it's an amethyst sword. And the thief doesn't really need the extra defense, so it would give him more accuracy because it's a dagger, I suppose, but I don't think I'm actually going to use that. So once again, the gear that I already have has kind of outpaced the gear that I could get from synthesizing recipes, which is a little bit of a shame. Alright, in any case, I think at this point, I have spent a lot of time. Do I need to rest at the inn? It actually wouldn't be bad. I can go other cheaper places to rest, since this will just take us back out to our Phoenix. Yeah, I think this is a good place to call it for today. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Last Stream World Unknown, where there are many more places to explore. Hope you guys are having a great day. Bye-bye.